Every NBA great has that one game that solidifies their status as the GOAT.
No short despite visibly shaken.
For LeBron James, it was Game 7 of the 2016 NBA Finals. You're probably wondering why I've singled out this particular game as the defining point of LeBron's career, especially considering his achievements since joining the league in 2003. Well, allow me to explain. You see, on this special night in Oakland, James did the impossible. He ended a lifelong drought of an NBA franchise while taking down one of the greatest teams the league has ever seen. And he did it all while outshining Steph Curry, the deadliest sharpshooter and the only unanimous MVP in NBA history. Brace yourself, because this thrilling story is about to get even more interesting. When LeBron James entered the league in 2003, it was clear he wasn't going to be just another rookie. He'd been described as a generational talent that could dominate the game like Michael Jordan did between the mid-'80s and the late '90s.
The Chicago Bulls have won their 6th NBA championship.
And that's exactly what he did. While most rookies need time to adjust, especially those straight out of high school, 16-year-old LeBron was different. He arrived ready to compete from tip-off, marking his NBA debut against the Kings with 25 points, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. By the end of the season, James boasted averages of 20.9 points, 5.9 assists, and 5.4 rebounds, becoming the first player in franchise history to win Rookie of the Year title. Over the next 6 seasons from 2004 to 2010, LeBron James lit up the hardwood, averaging a jaw-dropping 29 points, 7.5 assists, and 7.9 rebounds per game. In that time, he had 6 NBA All-Star selections, 4 All-NBA First-Team honors, and 2 nods to the All-Defensive First Team. To top that off, James won 1 scoring title and 2 MVP awards. But for all his individual accolades, there was one missing piece to his legacy: an NBA championship. James ensured that the Cavs consistently made the playoffs. However, he didn't have the right support cast to challenge for the title. So in 2009, he took his talents to South Beach to team up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh at the Miami Heat. As you would imagine, the entire city of Cleveland went into a meltdown.
I'm a big LeBron fan, and this is the worst thing that could have ever happened to me. I hope that LeBron doesn't win a championship in Miami.
Unfortunately for his haters, LeBron's time in Miami was a huge success. He won back-to-back NBA championships in 2012 and 2013. He was also named the league's MVP and NBA Finals MVP in both years. With those elusive titles now in the bag, LeBron James announced he was returning to the Cavs in 2014. Despite the chaos that resulted from his exit in 2010, his return sparked excitement throughout the city. His sins were forgiven, but his redemption would only be complete if he led the team to an NBA championship. However, to do this, LeBron James would need to defeat some of the emerging stars in the game. You see, while LeBron was doing his thing, some generational talents had snuck into the league. One of them was Steph Curry, who was drafted by the Golden State Warriors in 2009. Unlike LeBron, Curry had a slow start to his NBA career, even though his struggles were more about injuries than a lack of talent. But as soon as he found his rhythm, he lit up the league with sensational performances. Averaging 17.5 points, 5.9 assists, and 4.3 rebounds, Curry was named Rookie of the Year. He scored 30-plus points in 8 different games, the most by a rookie since LeBron James in 2003. Curry became a force to be reckoned with, but in 2015, he transcended into a different stratosphere. With averages that read like a stat sheet from the basketball heavens, Curry led the team to a 67-win season. In the playoffs, the Warriors defeated the Pelicans, the Grizzlies, and the Rockets to set up a dramatic final with the Cavs. For LeBron James, this was an opportunity to win the championship for his hometown team. But ultimately, that fairy tale dream was shot down by Curry and the Warriors as they defeated LeBron and his Cavs in 6 games. Fast forward to the 2016 season, LeBron James led the Cavs to 57 wins on their way to the playoffs, where they beat the Pistons, Hawks, and Raptors to qualify for the NBA Finals. This was another shot at redemption for LeBron James, but once again, Steph Curry and a rampaging Warriors team stood in his way. Fresh off a historic 73-9 regular season run, the Warriors were the undisputed favorites. This was obvious in the first 2 games of the series. Despite LeBron James averaging 21 points, the Cavs found themselves on the wrong end of double-digit defeats in both games.
What the hell happened? They couldn't catch passes. They couldn't make layups. They couldn't do anything.
The Cavs managed to stop the bleeding in Game 3, bagging a sweet 120-90 win to slash the deficit. King James, as usual, stole the spotlight, dropping 32 points, 6 assists, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocks. Meanwhile, Steph Curry managed only 19 points, 3 assists, and 1 rebound. The Warriors bounced back in Game 4 with a 108-98 win, courtesy of an exceptional performance from Curry. He tallied 38 points, 13 more than LeBron managed on that night. It was all good for the Dubs, except for Draymond Green's classic moment of madness, which got him suspended for Game 5. With their backs against the wall, the Cavs came out swinging in Game 5. LeBron and Kyrie went off, dropping 41 points each. LeBron even sprinkled in 7 assists, 16 rebounds, and 3 blocks for good measure, but he wasn't done yet. 2 days later, King James repeated the 41-point feat, leading the Cavs to a 115-101 victory to tie the series. From going 3-1 down, LeBron James and the Cavaliers were now on the cusp of history. On the 19th of June 2016, both teams lined out at the Oracle Arena for a winner-takes-all encounter. The game had barely kicked off when LeBron snagged a defensive board and set off a play that led to Tristan Thompson opening the scoring. Moments later, LeBron grabbed another board, and this time he finished it with a silky layup on the other end. It was an early indication of what we'd see from him throughout the game. The Warriors were, of course, an exciting team with lethal offensive prowess, and LeBron knew better than to let them run wild, especially after what went down in previous matchups. He anchored the defense and facilitated play for his teammates. His exceptional basketball IQ meant he was able to play this role efficiently while also dropping buckets at critical points in the game, like this monstrous two-handed slam that tied the score with 3 minutes left in the first quarter. And when it came down to crunch time, he drew a foul from Barbosa and nailed down the resulting freebies to put the Cavs ahead. 2 minutes into the second quarter, James bullied his way through the Warriors' defense for a brilliant layup. A few seconds later, he intercepted a pass from Green and served up a perfect dish to Mo Williams for an easy bucket. As the second quarter wore on, he rejected Curry and Barbosa. Although the Cavs eventually lost the quarter, those blocks helped to keep the Cavs within striking distance. In the third quarter, James lost his shooting form, scoring just 1 of his 5 shot attempts. But he still needed to influence the game somehow, so he embraced his inner point forward skills, throwing dimes from all angles to help the Cavs win the third quarter. As the game kicked on in the fourth quarter, the Warriors kept chucking threes, as they've done all game, but somehow they couldn't find the accuracy to put them away. In fact, the Warriors scored just 1 of their 9 attempts from downtown. On the flip side, the Cavs converted 2 of their 5 tries, with 1 coming straight from the King himself. But without any doubt, the most important play LeBron made in the fourth quarter wasn't a shot or an assist. Instead, it was a block in the dying embers of the game. With the score tied and less than 2 minutes left on the clock, Andre Iguodala led the Warriors on a fast break. He threaded the ball to Steph Curry, who returned the favor to set up an easy layup. Well, that's what we all thought until James came out of nowhere to execute his signature and most iconic chase-down block in the entirety of his career. To pull off this move, James reached a top speed of 20.1 miles per hour and jumped 35 inches, and it paid off big time. Kyrie Irving's three-point dagger over Curry put the Cavs in front, and LeBron sealed the deal with a clutch free throw with just 10 ticks left on the clock. In the end, the Cavs won 93-89 to clinch their first NBA championship in 52 years. Interestingly, James would lead the Cavs to back-to-back finals against the Warriors in 2017 and 2018. But by then, the Warriors had refreshed their squad with Kevin Durant, who played a significant role as they won back-to-back championships. It wouldn't matter though, because LeBron's legacy as an NBA great was already etched in stone with that Game 7 performance back in 2016, and not even consecutive finals losses could change it.